Hi, I'm Julia, and I'm here with iCadenza, sitting with Sarah Nisbett. Immediately before our performance with OperaWorks, they'll be presenting Passage to Paradise, which is an original, non-boring opera. And we're very excited about Sarah's performance later. Hi, Sarah.
Hi. Hello.
Can you tell us a little bit about what made you interested in opera in the first place? Did you hear it somewhere?
I grew up in a really, sort of a musical household. My mom is a musician, and she, not professionally, just an amateur. She loves it. And so I played piano, and then I played cello, and I'd always loved to sing. And when I got into college, I started doing it more seriously and just taking lessons. I didn't go to music school, in undergrad at least. And I started doing a lot of Gilbert and Sullivan. And I started in the chorus, and then I started doing lead roles, and people seemed to like that, and I liked doing that, and people liked it when I did it. So I thought, okay, this is fun. So I just kind of took it from there, and then I decided to go to grad school for it and get a little more serious, and here I am.
That's wonderful. What kind of music do you tend to like? What kind of composers are your favorites to sing?
I really love Mozart. I know that's cliche in the opera world, but yeah, I just feel like there's a simplicity and an elegance there that is really difficult to capture. So it makes it fun because it's sort of on the page. It's not that difficult, but to find the beauty and the complexity in it is really exciting and beautiful.
So in all your time on stage, do you have any funny stories or any anecdotes about things that might have gone wrong that weren't expected?
I'm trying to think. I mean, there's so many. One of my favorite ones is it didn't actually happen to me, thank God, but I lived in fear of it happening. It was the first opera that I did at school, in grad school, and it was a Handel opera, and we did it in like kabuki costumes. So, and I was a boy, of course, because I'm a mezzo, so I always play boys. And my partner in crime and I had both had on these like kind of kimono type tops, but then these huge billowy pants that tied on the side. They didn't have any buttons or zippers or anything. And there's a scene where he's being like captured by the evil king, and they throw him on the ground, and he's got his hands cuffed behind him, and then he sings this whole aria on the ground, and he's struggling, and then they pull him up by his arms, and he still has his hands cuffed, and his pants just by the end of it were around his ankles, and he just had to make this triumphant exit, have with his pants around his ankles, and he's sort of shuffling them out, and then the shoji screen opens, and he just like kicks him through the screen. And then I lived in fear of that happening to me for the entire opera. I was like, are my pants still on? Okay, we're good. So, but yeah, that was a good one, but it didn't happen to me. I'm sure I have many to come.
I'm really glad that didn't happen to you. That's like the ultimate fear that you might have, or something that might happen.
Falling off on stage. That's not a proud moment, but
not flattering.
It's fun for the rest of us. So. It's the kind of colleague I am. But yeah, so I'm trying to think if there are any other good moments, but that's one of the shining ones, I think.
I think that's great. So you mentioned that you're a mezzo, and mezzos do have to sing a lot of pants rolls. Some of our viewers might not know what that is. Can you explain how that works?
Yeah, a pants roll, I guess, is typically they were originally written for men for castrati, which we decided that wasn't really a good thing to do anymore, to castrate men so they could sing high notes. So mezzos stepped up to the job, and so it's essentially a woman singing a role. It's in the higher register like a woman would sing, but she sings the role of a man. So it's fun. You get to play a guy. You get to dress up in drag. It's pretty fun, actually. Most of the roles I've done have been men, so there are moments like in this show I'm a girl, and yay! And there's like a scene that we were blocking where I'm dancing with another character, and we were trying it out the first day, and I tried to spin him because I was like, I just did a show where we did a ball scene, and I was like, now you spin, no I spin. It's like I'm the girl. I remember. So, but yeah, it's really fun. I really like it. I think it's really fun because you get to see kind of like, you see guys are everywhere, so you can kind of get your inspiration from everywhere and see like the things they do, and like kind of, I think it's really fun. I watched a lot of Sopranos too. We were addicted to Sopranos in our house, so I base a lot of my men on Tony Soprano because he's kind of the ultimate like lumbering guy. So
that's great. Can you talk to us a little bit about Passage to Paradise and how the process was in getting it to come together?
Yeah, it's been really, really interesting process. It's been, I think, really true to the OperaWorks philosophy of sort of going outside of yourself to get into yourself, and also it's really organic. Like, we sort of were assigned these characters, but then it was our responsibility to flesh them out, and to do that not in just the cognitive way of sort of creating a backstory, like which we did do, who am I, where did I come from, what's my name, who's my family, that sort of stuff. But also we did a lot of things that I thought was really cool in the beginning, a lot of improvs where we, not using words, not using the music that we were going to sing, but moving around the room, sort of exploring the physical life of your character without the more cognitive side interrupting that. So just like, how would my character touch a wall or another person or interact with a chair, which sounds really California and hippie, but it's really interesting, and it is really informative on stage. When you get on stage, it sort of brings another dimension to the life of the character that you're playing, which I think is really something that's unique about the OperaWorks approach. It's very holistic and very organic, and then you end up creating something that's really unique and original and true.
What aria will you be singing?
I will be singing Va, Laisse couler mes larmes, which is from Werther, and it's cool. It's kind of a little breakdown moment for the character in the original opera, and it is the same for this character, but a very different person. It's not a collected French lady, it's a horror. So yeah.
And what's your next performance after this?
After this, I am going to be doing, I'm going to be doing the Mozart Requiem, and doing some stuff with Opera Company of Philadelphia. So, should be fun. Hopefully I'll be able to take what I'm learning now into that. So,
absolutely. Well, we're very excited to hear you today. Thank you so much for sitting down with us.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you.